Hi, everyone. Welcome to Live Chat Tuesday, number 42, with my guest, Robin of Roaming with Rover.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, I want to welcome everyone, and I hope y'all are all having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. And if you are watching on replay, feel free to leave me a comment, let me know you watched, and also let me know what you're currently working on. And so far, we have Connie and Mary, and Nathan had left a comment earlier saying, "Hi, everyone. How are you?" And you, Connie and Mary. And how are you, Miss Robin?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing good. I'm scared.
Aw, don't be. I mean, I get nervous every single live. I really do. It never goes away. But once I do get live and people start coming in, it's your normal people that you talk to in comments most of the time. So it's a lot of people we already know, and the nervousness eventually does go away. So, and we have Queen Mama and Ellie. Hi, Ellie Leva. How are you doing? I'm guessing Queen Mama's name is Anita, because Connie said, "Hi, Anita. How are you today?" So, what are y'all all currently working on? Connie says, "Crystal, whoa, the chat just jumped on me. Crystal, I'm doing good, just working on editing some pictures." Awesome. We also have Vanessa. Welcome in. And Ellie is doing good. That's good. Isla, my story, my way. You have knitting needles in your hand. Awesome. What are you knitting?
Ooh.
Queen Mama, her name is Anita. And she says, "Crystal, yes, Crystal, I just designed another hat." Awesome. So this is Robin's first live. If you're not yet subscribed to Robin, her link is in the description box. And also, would one of my moderators please drop it into the chat, please? I just got a question. Isla, is this the same Isla of Yarn Crafts and You, or are you a different Isla? I'm sorry if that seems weird. I'm just curious. Because that's not a real common name. I'm making garter fabric to try out the knitting needles I made. Oh, okay. Ellie is crocheting some hats and baby blankets for our first grandbaby. It's a girl. Congratulations, Ellie.
Oh, yay.
Aww. I bet that baby's going to be spoiled. My grandmother goes, "Nah." I don't know if y'all can hear her laughing in the background. My grandmother goes, "I'm still," well, she said, "You're still spoiled." Talking about me. Well, thank you. Aw, she said I deserve it. Mary says hello to you, Mama. She goes, "Hey, how you doing?" Ellie says, thank you. You better believe it. Laugh out loud.
Tell Mary I just got back from saving almost $100 on ice cream and stuff at Walgreens.
Okay, she went to, you said Walgreens, right? Okay, she went to Walgreens, and y'all know my grandmother does couponing. She found such a good deal on ice cream. You can say this.
Instead of being $6.49, it was like 69 cents. Or
Wow.
$7.29. It was like 70 cents.
So it's like 90% off on ice cream.
So I've been running around the neighborhood. Everybody's getting ice cream. And Valentine's balloons are a penny today at Dollar General, and I've been giving them around too. So there you go.
And if y'all don't know about the penny shopping at Dollar General, if y'all ever want to learn, y'all can contact me, and I can give y'all to my grandmother, and y'all can learn about penny shopping. Okay, Isla says, same Isla. Thank you. I was wondering that. I'm glad it's the same Isla. She says, same Isla. Name change was to expand from yarn and crafts to gardening, making tools, and living the great retired life my way. That is great. Isla goes, darn, I live in the wrong neighborhood. Creations by Jax. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jax. How are you? She says, hey, Crystal and all, finally caught alive. Sitting here making, oh, it just jumped. Hold on. A hat, not hate beanie. Well, welcome in, Jax. I'm glad you could join us. That's what grandma is for, to spoil grandkids. And we got Joe of Garden State Gardener here, and he says, I heard coupons and ice cream. What did I miss? Laugh out loud. Love your grandmother, Crystal. Thank you. She went to Walgreens, and they are having a 90% off sale on their ice cream, and you have to scan with the app. But
because some things are not marked.
Some things are not marked.
But scan the ice cream section and scan the cleaning section.
Stuff that was like originally $6.99 was like 69 cents. Stuff that was $7.99 came out to be 79 cents. So Anita says, I've recently watched some videos on penny shopping. I've not found any in my neck of the woods, though. Sometimes Dollar General is good about cleaning out the penny items.
Yes.
They don't want you to get those deals.
No, well, they want it gone, but they want it gone to where they want it to go to. But, okay, if you scan, you have to scan with your phone at Dollar General. Scan everything. If something's in the wrong place, you know, like a earrings laying in the dog food section, you know that's not supposed to be there. Scan it. But also your phone, if you've never had it happen before, your phone will make a little musical sound, and that means you found one. I can tell you, if you go today, I'm taking over your show.
That's fine.
Okay. If you go today, you can find a penny sale right now. The Valentine's balloons that say not just I love you, they have to be Happy Valentine's Day. They're a penny today. You can go find them. And if you find one, get half a dozen and just pass them out in the neighborhood. That's what I did. They look like this.
Yeah, I was going to say we got one. Joe says, Walgreens, here I come.
Yes. Telling, scan everything with your phone. Scan it. Do your app thing.
Oh, so nice.
She found that balloon for a penny. So, Robin, would you like to tell everyone what kind of stuff you do on your channel?
Well, when I first started, it was supposed to be about RVing. We originally sold our house and decided to go full-time RVing. And the channel was supposed to be about the adventures of RVing. And if you look back at the older things, that's what they were. And then life got in the way, and working full-time, and Dennis got sick, and dealing with a lot of stuff, I ended up not doing anything for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
I always had said I was going to pick it up again. And so then when we got settled down here in Texas, I have a lot more time on my hands. I have since retired. And so I've got time to do the different things that you need to do to have a channel. Those are a lot of creators on here. You guys know how much time it takes. So when I started picking things up again, what was my new interest was finally being able to do crochet again, yarn works, crochet, that kind of thing. So it's kind of morphed into, basically this is what I do as I full-time RV, which is sit and crochet a lot. I also have information on there about work camping, which is basically, you hear me talk about working here in the oil fields. That's considered work camping. We're working to, we get our living space in exchange for work. And that's a whole thing all over the country. There's all kinds of work camping situations, and the gate guarding is one of those work camping type situations. So it's a little bit of everything.
Okay. We have Kay's Crochet Haven, Miss Kaylin. Hi, Kaylin. How you doing? I thought I saw somebody else come in. I guess not. Ellie Leva says, how cool, great deal. Connie says, Crystals, Sophie says meow. We'll meow meow back at Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Vicki. Welcome in. Good afternoon to you too. How are you doing and what you working on? Kaylin's good and she's eating a sandwich. Queen Mama is saying, Robin, that is basically what my husband and I had planned to do. But we are raising grandkids now, so but I don't mind.
Queen Mama, there are a lot of families that travel in the RVs and live in RVs. A lot of them, well, I suppose the majority of them do homeschooling. And there's whole groups exactly for families. So it's not out of the question.
Isla says, I'm here listening, just knitting. That's fine. You can lurk, Isla. Joe says, is that all ice cream or by brand? I don't know. I know there was some Oreo flavored ice creams and some little pint ones and something called Kind. It's kind of like a, I don't know. I'll have to ask her. I think she's on the phone right now, but I'll ask her. So let's see. What object do you misplace or lose the most? For me, I guess it would be my hair ties.
Mhm.
What about you, Robin? What do you lose the most?
I'm always looking for my scissors and my crochet hook.
Oh, we got Mama Swift here, Miss Trisha. Hi, Mama Swift. She says, hi, Crystal and Robin. I'm here listening while working. XOXO. Oh, well, thanks for being here. I hope you're having a good day. What are you working on? Vicky says, I've been taking some time off. My neuropathy is out of control. However, I'm here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Crochet Haven says my mind. And so does Mama Swift. I lose my mind the most. That's so funny. And I already forgot Queen Mama's name. Anita, right? Robin, I love tent camping. 2 of my grandkids would be okay on the road. The other 2 not. I lose my glasses the most. I would have to go with my brain. Seriously, probably my darning needle to weave in ends.
Yeah.
Dana! It's Dana Wonderlust! Hi! Hi, Dooley!
Hi, Dana. Thank you.
Oh, and also we have Monty Boy, which is Mary Beth. Hi, Mary Beth. How are you doing? Mama Swift is working on the Tree of Life Afghan. I gotta look that up and see what that looks like. I bet that's pretty. Vicky says she loses her glasses the most. Yeah, I'd seen the video where on the Two Ponies channel, y'all were back in the yarn bus. I hadn't finished watching it yet, so that's why I hadn't commented. But I'm glad y'all are back at the yarn bus for a little bit. Oh, Dooley heard it. Hi, Dooley. His sweet puppy. And Anita says, Mama Swift, I've done a Tree of Life plant hanger, but I haven't seen the Afghan. Mary Beth is doing good. I made a chicken last night, like the one you made me. Oh, those are so cute. Oh, it's a free pattern on Lion Brand's website. I'll have to go and look that up. I'm gonna write that down.
I think I've seen that one. I think that's one that's on my list.
Okay, Joe, well, have a good meeting. Hopefully see you soon. So what are you currently working on, Robin?
Oh, I've got about 100 things I'm working on, as always. But probably the main one is I've started 3 new blankets this week. and I'm trying to do some knitting. Right now I'm just knitting a dishcloth, just trying to get the knitting figured out, and then
Yeah.
finishing up a bunch of stuff, working on a bunch of cows. I'm doing the Mad Mimi's crochet wacky make-a-do, and
Mhm.
I'm doing the Nan's Next Knots, luck of the draw. Woohoo! And there's a lady called the Crazy Poppy Lady, and she's got a
Mhm.
stitch of the week, which it's a simple premise. She just shows you a new stitch every week, and she's doing blocks for a blanket. But I didn't want to do another. I don't like putting all the blocks together, so I'm just doing a washcloth. So at the end, in theory, I'll have 50 washcloths to give away to everybody.
Awesome. I have actually never knitted a washcloth.
It takes such a long time. I can crochet a washcloth in a couple of hours. I can knit 2 rows on a washcloth in the time I can crochet an entire one.
That is so understandable. Knitting, to me, knitting takes longer because I learned to crochet first. I'm so much faster at crocheting than I am knitting. So, yeah, I can understand it taking forever. Jack says her hat is done. Picking up my look of the draw next.
Yes. I am losing the screen. There, that's better. Mister's handling the gate, and every time he goes in and out, the whole place bounces.
Working on my lot D5 next. Just did a giveaway on the Two Ponies channel. Yeah, that's the video I was watching. You were talking about you picked the winner and it was Patty. And when you were showing Dooley in the background, I could barely see him, but I could see his outline. Yes, same here. I crochet faster than I knit too. Now I just need the pattern.
What colors did you guys all have for your luck of the draw this week? What colors did you all have?
Well, Dana, don't feel too bad. I've only been knitting about a year, little over a year. So I'm still fairly new. The last knit project I was working on was a shawl, and I had messed up on the pattern part, and my grandmother ripped it out for me back to before the pattern started, and I lost my knit Crojo version of it, and I haven't picked it up. It's been sitting there, and I thought to myself, just rip it all out and start over, because I don't really want to have to count 200 and something stitches to make sure it's correct.
Here's the washcloth so far. How do you do this? There we go. There we go. That's not looking too bad. Stitches are okay.
Hold on. Let me make it bigger so they can see it.
There we are. There's our washcloth. I like knitting in the round. I have less chance of dropping stitches that way. And because I have to pick it up and set it down so much when I'm running in and out, I can do that. Which way will go this way? I can do that without losing my place and without dropping stitches. But even my stitching work is okay. I think Linda would be pleased with me.
I think it looks fairly good, even if it's just practice, you know. Welcome back, Mary. Hi, Spring. How are you doing? Welcome in. Vicky says it's not free. What's not free, Vicky? The Tree of Life Afghan pattern, or I'm not sure what you're meaning. Dana says, haha, he was hiding in the dark. Sure was. Well, I'm still working on my aunt's blanket. And Dana, I'm actually using your Turtle Beach pattern for it.
Oh.
But I'm using 2 different colored yarns. This is a solid light blue, and then this is Red Heart Ombre. But the only difference is I'm not going through the back loops. I'm just going through both stitches, but I'm using your pattern to make it. Oh, and I just pulled my yarn. I'm almost through with it. I think I have 9 more rows of the ombre color, then 10 more rows of the light blue, and then I'm going to do a border around it, and then I'll be done with it. Ellie says, yes, I don't use my single knitting needles. I mainly use my cable needles for everything I knit. I have noticed it is a lot easier to work and hold them when you're working in round. This is just, it's funny. When I first started knitting, I would sit Indian style, and I had those real long knitting needles that my grandmother, kind of like an Afghan hook, long, you know. I had to stick one in between my legs to hold it because I could not hold them like this. And so I had one sticking straight up, and I would knit like that when I first learned. But now I don't have to do that. I can actually somewhat hold it better. I can't do the tension, like running it through my hands, knitting that way. I have to like pinch the yarn and wrap over like that, but it works.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to be holding the yarn, and because of the crochet, I end up wrapping it all around my fingers. And I'm sure somebody who knew what they were doing would just shake their head at me, but it's what works for me.
Yeah. I have tried several different methods of trying to wrap the yarn around my fingers while knitting. It don't work that way for me. I will wrap it, and I can't wrap it the way I do when I crochet, but because what I do when I crochet, it goes straight like that, over the pinky, under these 2, and right over my pointer finger. And I can crochet that way. But knitting, no. It don't want to work for me. I've even tried running the string on my left hand. I mean, my right hand and my left hand. Either way, it don't work. But if it works for you, however you do it, then that's what you got to do. Vicky is saying the Tree of Life blanket isn't a free pattern. Okay, well. Spring says, as I always say, there is no wrong way or right way, just your way. Do what works best for you. That is a great saying, Spring. And that's kind of what I think too. Do what's best and works for you. I have tried to hold the tension, the yarn in my hand different ways, and I just can't work it that way. And I'd love to be able to, but it don't work for me.
And apparently I do some kind of combo knitting thing. I think it's continental style because I hold the yarn in my left hand because I'm left-handed. I think that's why I do that. But then apparently real continental, you do something different. You pick the yarn or something, and I throw the yarn. I don't know. It's such a convoluted
Yeah.
thing. I don't know how anything gets made.
Well, I normally, like when I knit, I'm also using my left hand to wrap the yarn. So I guess that could be considered a continental thing too, but I'm so used to holding the yarn with my left hand when I crochet that it just stuck that way.
Yeah.
Queen Mama says there are tutorials on, and it just jumped up, YouTube for the Tree of Life Afghan. It looks beautiful. Aw, thank you, Vicky. That's sweet of you. She says, Crystal, I found it on Pinterest free. I'll email you the link. Thank you. Oh, Bonnie Bay Crochet also has a tutorial on her channel for it. Do you want to ask the next question?
Sure. Okay. So when you were growing up, what was your dream job going to be? Mine was a librarian. Didn't happen.
I always wanted to be a veterinarian, but, and I think I've said this before on my channel, but once I found out you might have to kill the animals or put them down in the humane way, I didn't want to do that anymore. I was like, no.
Yeah, that would be
I mean, I
hard.
can understand
there is a lot of
why they put them down, but when I was little, I found out when you had to put something down, I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So I never pursued it, of course. The link I just posted were the crochet and knit versions. Okay.
Oh.
Mary says, hairdresser once in the field. I didn't take it. Mary Beth says, ha, me too, Crystal, but I didn't go to vet tech school. Queen Mama wanted to go into the Army. That's kind of what my brother wanted to do when he was like under 10 years old. He's like, I want to go to the Army when I get older. And then when he got older, he decided against it. And they even tried to come and get him to go to boot camp. He wouldn't sign up. He wouldn't do it. Because I think when he got out of high school, they came and tried to talk to him. He wouldn't. He said, no, I'm not signing up. Okay, Vicki, I will check it as soon as the live's over. I don't have that tab open, and because it'll lag, but I will definitely check it. And thank you for sending it to me. Spring says, laugh out loud. That's what happened in most cases, Crystal. As a retired vet tech, I have seen that many times over the years. Ellie was a nurse and loved it. Awesome. So if I ever have any problems, I can just email you and say, hey, what is this? What's wrong with me? Get your advice. I'm joking, Ellie. I wouldn't do that.
Ellie, what kind of nurse?
Oh, Queen Mama's got to go. I hope you have a great afternoon. Thanks for stopping in. Spring says, I wanted to be a zoologist until I realized I would have to handle snakes. Yeah, I don't like snakes either, but I'd rather handle a snake more than a scorpion. Pediatric nurse.
Nice.
Well, I was going to tell y'all something. Oh, yeah. Friday, I will be going live with AJ's Personal Touch. She had drew her 100 subscriber giveaway winner, and I thought, you know, I'd pop in and watch her live for a minute, and I was like the only one there for the first 5 minutes, and so we got to talking, and I was like, well, if you ever want to come on my live, just send me an email. And she's like, well, yeah. So she will be on my live on Friday evening. I hope y'all can join us. It's always nice to have new people come on my channel, and I lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that. Because I'm always struggling to try to find people to go live with. And I don't want to bombard people about asking too much. So, you know, like if I ask them more than twice, I try not to ask anymore. So I always make posts, you know, looking for spots to fill. So if y'all or any content creators ever want to go live, just feel free to email me. And speaking of lives, you're going to be hosting your very first live on your channel soon, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And because of you, you've made me feel like I can actually do this.
Aww.
And Dana too. Dana really encouraged me a lot. So I have scheduled my first live for next Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Central. And of course, I haven't done one yet. But right now, my plan is general chit chat, some guest interviews when you can get a guest on, like you're saying. And then also I want to do some games with some little prizes and some giveaways here and there. That's kind of the just general idea, just catching up and visiting with all our Yarny friends.
So I know she has it
somebody will pop in.
on her channel. I know she has it already scheduled. So if y'all go to her channel and you click on the live and you go to set reminder, it will send you an email notifying you when she goes live so you don't forget. Aw, Dana says free dually kisses from the yarn bus. Well, I'm taking them.
Kisses back to Dooley.
Yes. Mwah. We have Sarah's little corner of the crochet world here. Hi, Sarah. And Ellie says, what's her link to her channel? Mary or Kay's, okay. Was you meaning AJ or Robin's channel? But she did post AJ's Personal Touch channel. I think she was at 118. So go watch a video give her a like, and then subscribe. It will stick better. If you just click the link and subscribe, it's not going to stick. It will not stick. So at least go watch one video and then like it, then subscribe. Monty Boy, which is Mary Beth, says, sorry, got to run to walk more dogs. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, Mary Beth. So how are you doing, Sarah? Thanks for coming in and stopping by. What are you currently working on?
Thank you, Ellie.
Kay just posted it, and then Mary also posted it. So you got your link dropped twice, Robin.
The more the merrier. I'm getting real close to 600, so we're going to have to do something special.
Oh, that's great. Each milestone is a blessing. I never not get excited about a milestone. So
I get excited every time I see a new subscriber. I'm just like, oh, somebody joined, and then I pop over and look at their stuff real quick.
Sarah says, working on another capelet pattern and waiting for the snow to go away.
Oh, snow.
We got Gina here. Hi, Gina, sweetie. Aw, Knitting Turnpike. She says, hi, Crystal and Robin. I can't stay long, but saw you were on and thought I would stop by and give a thumbs up and let you run in the background. Hope everyone is doing well today. Well, thank you so much, Gina, for popping in. I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing good, too. We also have Sanita. Hi, Sanita. How are you doing? She says, hi, Crystal and Robin.
Thank you.
And Vicky joined your channel, Robin. She says, through yarn at Roaming with Rover in your window.
Break that window.
Oh, and I missed somebody. Crystal's cool stuff. I am so sorry I skipped over your comment. Welcome in, Crystal. I hope you're doing good, and I hope you're having a good afternoon. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else coming in. Sarah says to Sanita, are you following me? Yeah, sometimes it seems like we go to so many lives, we pop in, you know, and it seems like we're always crossing the same people, and it's like, you're following me. And Sunita replies, yes, Sarah, don't tell the boss. Too funny. Yeah, Gina, Connie's socks are working up beautifully with the yarn you sent her.
Wow. I am jealous. I don't think I will ever be able to do a pair of socks.
I think that was like I did my first pair and I used the Crazy Sock Lady, and I watched her tutorial, wrote down notes and everything. And if you slow down the speed to like 1 point or 0.75, where it goes a little slower than normal speed, I'm pretty sure you might be able to keep up. She's very easy to follow.
Crazy Sock Lady.
Vanilla Sock was the one that me and Connie both did. The only difference in mine is I made shorties. I made short ankle socks. And all I did was, yeah, five rows of the ribbing, which is knit 2 purl 2. And then I did 5 rows of just knit, and then I went straight into the heel turn. I mean the heel flap.
Oh. So have you done toe up socks as well as toe down?
No, I have not. I guess I need to try to do a toe up.
What I have heard is that it's easier to shape them that way because you can try them on as you go.
That does make sense. Vicky is trying to get her community tab. She doesn't have any content yet, but she does eventually plan to make content. She just wants to get her community tab first. So I don't know if anybody posted it yet or not. Yeah, okay. Mary posted Vicky Rain's link. Go and help her out if y'all can. And Spring just finished making a pair of socks with the yarn she received from Gina also. Awesome. I still have the yarn that Gina sent that I plan to make socks out of. I've been wanting to make some more socks. It would be my 3rd pair. First pair I made were a little bit too big. Do what?
Do you end up using the double pointed needles at the toe?
No. I do the magic loop method. You know what? Hold on 1 second.
That's one of the reasons I shy away from socks is because of the double pointed needles.
Okay, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but it's a 32, this thing is 32-inch circular needle. This gives you enough room to do the magic loop. I don't like double pointed needles really. So that's why, and this is the 9-inch circular, plus this one is the Knitter's Pride Zing, I believe. I really like these, but the only difference is like if you're doing a purl side, I found that it snags a tiny bit, but it's not too bad. And but there are many, many different kinds of knitting needles out there. I found these for a good price, and that's kind of what I stuck with, was the Knitter's Pride Zing.
We'll have to get a sock group going.
Yeah, that'd be fun. My grandmother, poor thing, she tried to do a pair of socks on double pointed needles, and then I think she started over 6 times on her sock. And then she went to circulars, and what she would do, she had 2 circular 9-inch, and she would do the cuff and the straight part on one, and then stop, and then do the cuff and the straight part on the other. Do the same thing but make them twice at a time instead of being on
Yep.
big circulars. She did 2 separate 9-inch, but she eventually got them done, and she gave them to me for Christmas. And I gave her my first pair I made because they were too big for me. And then my second pair I made, I gave to my mom for Christmas because she wanted a pair, and I didn't have time to knit some for Christmas. So I still don't have a pair for myself that I've made personally. So I have yarn from Gina that is sock yarn, and it's Area 51. Yeah, these are the socks that I made her. And it's made out of Yarn Bee, Hobby Lobby's hand-dyed yarn. And then these were actually, this one was made by Mimi Catdo that my grandmother won. And it's got this really, really pretty, awesome design going through it at the top.
I asked her if she made them with an Addy because they're so perfect and they look like they came from a machine. And she said,
Right
she did like this. She said, here's my machine. They're beautiful. I wore them to church the first time I got them.
Yes, she did. What yarn does everyone suggest for making? Aw, hi, puppy dog.
Yeah, Max he's quite distraught because I've got stuff all over and there's no place for him to climb on. Yeah, you're quite distraught, aren't you? This is Max.
What yarn does
roaming with
everyone
Rover in the picture.
making socks? Yes, I remember seeing that dog in your picture.
Yep, this is him. This is the star of the show. Come here, Max. Can you say hi? There he is.
Max!
He would like me to not be here right now. I'm in his spot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Connie says, Robin, you can do socks without using double pointed needles. Spring says, I love Magic Loop and the 9-inch circular. I use zings also. That was the brand of the knitting needles that I used. And I tried doing double pointed needles one time on a hat. I could not do them. It confused me too much. I was like, where did I start? Where did I end? I just keep going in circles. But of course, I was probably 2 or 3 months into crochet when I tried to do it. I mean, knitting, excuse me. I had just started knitting about 2 or 3 months in, and that's when I tried the double pointed needles. So I was still very new. Hi, Regina Reed. Welcome in. How are you doing?
Max. I know you want love.
So, Regina, what are you currently working on? And Connie says, Sarah, I recommend a #1 weight yarn. I'm loving how the turtle pearl yarn is looking that Gina sent. And Connie eventually wants to do a sock challenge on her channel.
Sock challenge sounds way more scary than a sock knit along.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mary. Well, let's see. Let's ask another question. Do you know how to perform a magic trick or a card trick? My grandmother is saying in the background, I do. I can make money disappear. I do know one, and it's a card trick. And I think it's just mostly you do the number, like you count. And it's like you have 21 cards and you have 3 stacks of 7, and you tell somebody pick a card. And whatever it is, you put it in the very middle, and then you go, you shuffle them. No, you don't shuffle them. You put 1, 2, 3 and sort them out until there's no cards left. Then you go, you spread them out and you don't look, and you go, is it in this pile? And then if they say no, you set it down, you pick up the middle one, is it in this hand? And if they say yes, you put that stack in the very middle. You put 1 stack on top, 1 stack on bottom, and then you sort it out again. And then you count, like you say, you do it again. You say, is it in this stack? And then if they say no, then you pick up the next one. Is it in this one? And if they say no, then you pick up the last stack and say, is it in this one? Well, yes. And then you put that one in the middle. Then you count to 13 and you flip over the next card, and it's supposed to be their card. Does 52 card pickup count? If you're the one dropping them, my grandmother does from the background. Mary says, laugh out loud. I think we all know that trick. The money, making money disappear.
Yeah.
Connie says, I kind of know how to do the trick where you put a coin in your elbow and make it look like it comes out of your mouth. I'm not the best at doing it, though. My grandmother goes, ew. Hi, Nathan. You're not late. It's all right, but welcome in. Kay, you can do a card trick? I used to be fascinated with magic tricks. I had a kit one time but I couldn't do any of the tricks.
And I don't want to know how they're done. I like the illusion.
Yeah. I used to watch is it Masters of Illusion? I think. I think so. Masters of Illusion. Where they would have the show and people would do tricks on stage and, like make a car disappear. That's just a sleight of hand and moving the camera and all that kind of stuff. But one thing that all of us that are good at, that do work with yarn, we turn it into art. That's our magic trick.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You want to go ahead and ask another question?
Sure. So, have you ever met or seen a famous person? Where did you see them? Who was it?
I don't think I have. Except my grandmother and my mom both have been extras in a movie. God, what was it called? The movie y'all were extras in.
Oh, The Life of... I was a cast member, thank you. She was in the crowd, and I think she left. Never. She didn't go to the free dinner. The Life of David Gale with Kevin Spacey and what's her name? The one who was in
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet, yeah.
They filmed part of it here in the town we lived in because we have the death row here, the prison, but they filmed, I think, 1 or 2 days here in this town, and that was, she got to be in the crowd where they're talking at a podium or something.
I was a journalist, my dear.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. And I got paid $78 minus tax.
Wow.
Now, if you speak one word, you get $600 a day. They didn't let me talk. They didn't let me talk. But I was in it.
Are you done? You leaving now?
Kay's Crochet Haven says yes, without anyone looking, separate the colors. Whichever deck they choose from, make them put it in the opposite deck. Then you can find it, but don't flip the cards to find it. Nathan says, if I miss a few of your lives, I'm sorry. We are in the process of moving to a new apartment. That's understandable, Nathan. It's okay. So have you ever met anyone famous?
Well, I have gone to a couple of concerts and got to meet musicians afterwards, and that was pretty cool. And I had forgotten until your grandmother said that. I was an extra in a movie 2 summers ago. It was a little movie they made in town. It was called Home Sweet Home. And I was in a church scene, and it was funny. We were there for probably 8 hours, maybe a little longer, and the scene couldn't have been 2 minutes.
Wow. She was also an extra in a movie.
There you go. Did you get paid?
Did you end up getting paid for it?
Oh, no.
No?
There was no money. It was a very low budget indie movie. It's a cute little movie, though. And then my daughter was with me, and she sat next to me, and because she was right behind the main characters in the clip, they were fussing with her and doing her makeup and fluffing her hair. And because the camera, she actually showed up in a lot more of the shots.
Oh, wow.
It was fun.
Kaylin says, I've been to concert, but never met anyone. Warren is here. Hi, Warren.
Harry Chapin.
Who?
Harry Chapin. I know that's dating me. It was a long time ago. He did Cats in the Cradle is his big song.
I know the song. I just didn't know who he was.
Yep.
Warren says, hi, Crystal and Robin. I saw Michael Landon at LA Costa Resort in Carlsbad, California, and Rich Little in Branson, Missouri. Awesome. Sarah says, met Apple from Black Eyed Peas. However, he was too busy chasing a girl to really have a conversation. Well, that's interesting. I've been to one concert, I mean, I've been to like little, when I was younger, we kind of went to something that was like Grand Ole Opry almost, something similar. Where we used to live when I was little, but I've been to one major concert, and that was in 2005, Eminem's Anger Management Tour 3. But I didn't get to meet anybody. But it was fun to go to that concert. I've never been to another concert since, but it was fun. Regina says, I met William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. He gave me a kiss that would curl your toes. Oh, wow.
Oak Ridge Boys, is she talking about Richard?
Richard? No.
Oak Ridge Boys, who'd she say?
William Lee Golden.
Oh, I don't know him.
I figured you know who. No?
No. Who were they with?
Who were they with? Do you want to sit down?
Yeah.
She's going to pop in and out.
Country Mama Musing. I don't remember your name, but I see you sometimes over at Joe's Garden State Gardeners channel. Welcome in. She says, hello, ladies. Listening while cleaning up my craft/yarn room. Well, I hope you have fun cleaning it up and get it all nice and organized how you like it. He was the long-haired one. Oh, are you here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he changes his shirt every 5 minutes. I've seen two of his concerts. I guess he sweats and gets so hot, but he changes his shirt right and left. And they're very expensive looking shirts, you know. But anyway, I've seen them twice, and I sang with them. However, they just didn't know it. There was a lot. There was about 500 people, and they actually said, "Well, guys, we actually found a place that we've never been to before." It was the Civic Center in Crockett, Texas, and they were great. And I also saw Don Williams there. I sang with him 25 songs. He never stopped. He took a drink once. He just steady did over and over and over and over. It was great. He's one of my favorites. Anyway, bye.
Okay.
I just heard Oak Ridge Boys there, and I've seen them twice.
Excuse me. We have Regina of Marsh Knitting. Welcome in. How are you doing, and what are you working on? Country Mama Musings. Her name is Alicia. I kind of remember that now. She goes, it's amazing how quickly my craft room gets away from me. That is very true.
Yeah.
This corner over here, you can kind of see the little bag right there, but sometimes I'll have yarn stuffed in it, and then I have papers all over the place, and then I have to clean it up at least once or twice a day because I'm looking for stuff over there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 Reginas in here now. That's right. Regina Reed and Marsh Knitting. Vicky went to a concert. I saw 3 Dog Night, but I never met anyone. It was in the 70s. I don't even know if I know that band.
Is that Jeremiah had Bullfrog? Was that them? I I have such a bad memory.
Regina Reed's husband also met Three Dog Night also. That's cool.
A million years ago, Leonard Skinner was playing at, there's a place called the Gorge in Washington, and it's this beautiful outdoor amphitheater. But it's really hard to get out of there after the concert because there's so much traffic. And so we drove to a local, like, Perkins Denny's type place and kind of waited out the crowds. And here comes the band, and they came and sat in the booth next to us. And so I tell people that I had breakfast with Leonard Skinner.
Oh, wow.
It was really cool. I was very starstruck.
Regina Reed says they sang One is the Loneliest Number.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know that one. Alicia says, I met Three Dog Night. They all signed my shoes after the show. Marsh Knitting says, yes, I'm loving the weather. Only have 2 days off this week. Counting down the days to spring. Spring. Laugh out loud. I get you on that part. Crystal's Cool Stuff says, hubby and I have met Dropkick Murphys. I'm not sure of that group either. Alicia says, met Sawyer Brown backstage. That's neat.
Ooh.
Spring says, I was friends with and sang once with Dave Robinson from the King Harvest Band, Dancing in the Moonlight. I do know that song. That would have been neat.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, Connie. Yeah. Alicia says, was friends with Sonny Bono. Oh, that's pretty cool. Spent the day in bed crying when he died. He was actually really nice, down to earth guy.
John Kennedy's son and his wife, they died in a plane crash on the same weekend, and he crashed into a tree skiing. So they both died supposedly at the same time. But he was a senator when he died.
Huh.
He was elected a senator, and I think they wanted to get rid of him. Anyway, he was a senator.
Freddie Fender held my hand during a concert and sang to me. Wow.
Ooh.
And lastly, the Drifters serenaded me during a concert under the boardwalk. Aww. I do know who the Drifters are, and that's the kind of music that I grew up on, the 50s, the 60s, doo-wop and stuff like that, Motown. I have a love for that kind of music. Buddy Holly is one of my favorites. The Beach Boys, Roy Orbison, who else? The Temptations, the Drifters. I do know a couple of their songs. The Everly Brothers. Yeah, Mama was saying that. There's another brothers, the Righteous Brothers.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
ABBA. Who could forget ABBA? Sonny was mayor of Palm Springs, Florida when he passed. Irish punk, but not known for shipping up to Boston from the movie with Leo and Al.
He's in Congress because his wife took his place.
Sonny was a congressman from California representing Riverside County. His office was across the parking lot from my work. That's neat. Momo's saying that they let his wife finish his term for him. 4 seasons, yep. Alicia says, I'm going to Clear Lake this Saturday for a beautiful kite festival on Clear Lake. It's right there at the Surf Ballroom where Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper last played. Aww. That's going to be special, Alicia. Take tons of pictures. Yeah, Richie Valens and the Big Bopper. Add them into it, too. Yes, his wife, Mary, finished his term, was reelected. Huh. So where are you located, Alicia? Oh my goodness, we're already an hour and 17 minutes. I didn't even realize that. Last I looked, it was like 39 minutes. Oh, she's in Iowa. Okay. I was just asking because we also have a Clear Lake here in Texas. But I knew they didn't die in Texas, so. It is a beautiful kite festival. We will be posting a video after we spend the day on the lake.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to go ahead and ask a question? I forgot whose turn it is.
Okay, so I've got a whole stack of UFOs over there in the corner. And I was just wondering, how many of you guys have UFOs or projects that you put in timeout? Why did you do that? Why did you put them in timeout? Why are you not getting to them? Or you just like me and it's squirrel and start 10 more projects? I also have a habit of starting crochet alongs, make alongs, and I can't keep up because of all the different projects I've started. I do that a lot.
Well, the only current UFO that I have is my pink knitted shawl. I kind of just put that on the very back burner, and I'm this close to just ripping it all out and starting over. I know.
I know. I unknitted half of that sucker because she had made a mistake.
I know. And that's why I haven't done it. Hold on. And then the only other project that I have that has been a UFO or a work in progress was the Tunisian blanket that I'm trying to make myself finish.
Oh. I do not like Tunisian.
No.
I don't mind it, but it's so long, and it takes me like 20 minutes to work one way and then about 10 minutes to 15 minutes to work back. Then it makes my hand cramp. I can't do more than one forward and return pass.
Yes.
And
yes.
so you do mind it. You just said, I don't mind it. She does mind it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was going to tell. She just sat there and laughed.
No.
I just got an email from Mary Maxim, and this might be something y'all want to look into. Y'all were talking about sock yarn a while ago, and we were talking about socks. It's $8.99. It's $8.99 for the bamboo Simply sock yarn, but it's on sale for $3.99. And that saves you $5. And if you use the code B0G050,
Not zero.
It says 0.
Oh, buy one, get one.
Yes, and I wrote it out, the number 1, and I said, no, I did that so I would say a 0. Anyway, I did it on purpose. That's the code, not this. Anyway, it's 50% off if you put that code. So, of one of them. So that's a darn good savings. Right there.
Yeah.
And it's 235 yards. It's acrylic, mostly acrylic with bamboo and something else in it.
Oh.
But yeah, so I mean, from $9 down to a pretty good deal. I mean, might not look at that. Bye. I'm out here.
Hold on. What was the last part? BOGO what?
50.
I'm putting the code in the chat, and it's for buy one get one 50% off at Mary Maxim.
Simply sock yarn. Simple sock yarn. It's bamboo.
Yeah. Hi, Lorley. Welcome in. And Connie was saying hi, Mama, but I didn't want to interrupt. She says hey. Hi, Lorley. How are you doing? I'm doing good. No, Alicia, don't take it off your list. You can make smaller Tunisian projects. You don't have to do a big one. I was just trying to make a blanket because I didn't know how to knit at the time, and it looked knitted. So and I did such a big project. It's 200 stitches long, and that's just me. Other people may not have a problem with it. So don't knock it until you try it. You might like it. What were you saying a second ago?
And I did a huge blanket as well, and I had made 180 blocks that I then had to crochet together afterwards. So the whole project was it was a nightmare. But I have a friend, and that's all she does is Tunisian. She makes 3 or 4 blankets a year, and all she does is Tunisian crochet.
I've made I don't remember what it was, like not really a cowl, but kind of like a little small scarf. I guess actually it was more like a test sampler of trying to do the Tunisian, but you could wear it around your neck. And it worked up quicker than the blanket does. So
Yeah.
Lorley says, Crystal, I am doing fine. We are having a heat wave. My DIL wants me to tell you she is just learning Tunisian. She is listening in. Oh, well, that's wonderful. I hope she enjoys learning the Tunisian. Yeah, I was just don't feel discouraged in any way, Alicia, about Tunisian crochet. Smaller projects are great to work on, and it's not really that hard. It's just, I have such a big project.
No.
It's to overlap on a twin bed. It goes all the way, wraps around the bed almost. So
With that big of a project, are you using a cable or a big Tunisian hook?
I actually have it right here. I have a, there. I have the cable, and then I have the interchangeable
Okay.
crochet hook. So it fits all on here.
Okay.
But I have been working on that project since the end of 2019. And
Wow.
I had originally set aside, I think, 10 Caron latte cakes to do. I think I minimized it down to 7. Because I was like, this is so much and taking so long. I was like, I think 7 will be fine, big enough for me. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not doing 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Lee says it's over 30 Fahrenheit there, so it's a heat wave.
Get out sunglasses. Is she the one that wants to give up on the Tunisian thing?
No.
Well, whoever that is, get their email, because I saw the most beautiful pattern. I'm going to send it to her. Get the email, whoever that was. I'm going to
Alicia. My grandmother found a pattern, so send me an email, and she wants to show you the pattern that is Tunisian crochet. My email is in the description box, so just send me an email when you get a chance. Sarah says that is a big project to learn on, Crystal. Yes, it sure was. I did not really know when I started it how time consuming it would be. Alicia says, it's one reason I personally don't enjoy knitting. I need to see progress in a relatively short time frame or get bored. Yes, I do understand that. I very much do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, I don't know if it says on here what it was. I want to say I think it's also a Knitter's Pride. If I can remember, I think it started with an S. I think maybe Symphony or something like that. I'm not real 100% sure, but I think it is Knitter's Pride. Alicia says thank you. She says my pleasure. And Laura Lee, send me an email too, and I will also share it with you too. Sarah says, I only know because my first blanket was all single crochet using a 3.75 millimeter hook and a medium 4-weight yarn. Almost a year worth of work and just under 100,000 stitches. Holy cow. Wow. You know, my shawl, my first knitted shawl, the red and black one, I actually tried to keep count of how many stitches total were in that thing, and it was close to 50,000 stitches. was like, this yarn is so small, so tiny, so many stitches per row, so many increases per section. I wonder how many stitches are in this thing. And I actually tried to figure it up. And oh my God, I could not believe there was about 50,000 stitches in that thing. You mean it how it curls up? It does. It just kind of curls. Queen size blanket. My aunt still has the blanket. Well, at least somebody still has it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, Connie. We're fixing to wrap up anyway. Alrighty, so I think that we'll just stop here at an hour and a half. Robin, I know, has to probably go and do some stuff for work or whatever you need to get going doing.
I have to relieve Mister.
Okay, yeah. So I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us, and don't forget, she's going to have her very first live on next Tuesday. What did you say, 10 a.m.?
Next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central.
Mm-hmm. So
and
you don't want to miss that. That's her very first live. And thank you everyone for joining us. I hope y'all have a good Tuesday afternoon. And I will be having a live on Friday with AJ's Personal Touch. And on Sunday is our 5 Yarnaholics live. We will be going live on Stephanie of Life and Stitches channel. So stay tuned for that. And is there anything you'd like to say?
Thank you so much for inviting me on today. I was so nervous, and you really appreciate everybody popping in and visiting. It's been so nice getting to know everyone.
Well, you're very, very welcome. Anytime you'd like to come live, just let me know and we'll make it happen.
I absolutely will. Thank you.
And you're welcome, everyone that are saying thank you, and have a great day all. And I will, yes, Mary, 3 p.m. All right, everyone. Take care. Stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.